Let's go.
And stay down. Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Are you in Yokohama again, Yagami-san?
Yeah. Is this about Ehara's trial?
Yes. Regarding the appeal. The prosecution says they want to consult with us. Off the record.
Off the record? What do you mean?
They want to discuss with the judge beforehand whether or not Ehara's murder footage is admissible evidence. The video has gone viral, of course, and nobody's really sure how to handle it.
Is the prosecution really gonna hold the line on it being a deepfake?
That's quite possible. Which is why we're meeting today in the courthouse conference room. I'm sorry for the short notice, but could you join us?
Of course. I'll be there.
Thank you very much. No need to rush. There's still plenty of time. Just be sure you're there, please.
So what you're saying is, Yui Mamiya was not a victim of sexual battery, but rather she conspired with Akihiro Ehara to fake a murder alibi. We've already closed the book on that ordeal, yet now the defense wants to write a sequel?
To establish the defendant's motive in the harassment, we need to bring the Mikoshiba murder to light. The groping itself was staged. It was all part of their script, right down to the guilty verdict.
It sounds like the defendant has some strong hostility for the court.
Ehara got the court to accept his murder alibi by twisting the legal process to his own ends. It was easy to miss, because at the time, Mikoshiba's body hadn't been found yet. But we have to admit that we all got duped.
We? You're not even a lawyer. You're a detective.
Yagami-sensei still has a license to practice.
Forget what I said if it offended you, prosecutor.
My superiors always told me that in his youth, your Genda-sensei was a difficult man. He'd insist his clients were innocent, persisting even in the face of conviction. He was hostile to the prosecution, and was known to fraternize with Kamurocho Yakuza. But it was his sheer disrespect that made my boss hate him.
Damn. You sure know an awful lot about Genda-sensei.
Because I honestly can't say I like him. He treated me like a child when I was starting out.
I'll tell you this. There's no higher praise for the defense than being called difficult by the prosecution.
Now, if we can get back on track, can we confirm the defendant himself has agreed to the appeal?
Yes.
But if Ehara really committed the murder, why would he agree to his alibi being scrutinized?
Ehara's objective isn't to get away with murder.
Then what is he after?
Making a mockery of the legal system.
Then it'd be best not to pay him any attention.
And you'd be right. If your priority is saving face in front of the court rather than preserving fairness in the law.
You've got a real attitude.
Sorry I'm a bit late.
So, with this appeal, the defense wants to assert the defendant's innocence by establishing his guilt in a murder.
Wait, before we go on, who is this?
He's from the Metropolitan Police. Considering Ehara was on the force, he has a vested interest here. He's not here to participate, don't worry.
The police can't afford to be embarrassed any further. We need to send the right message to the public.
Can we have your name, please?
The name is Bando.
And your title?
Think of me as a kind of police coordinator. But don't let me interrupt the proceedings. Forget I'm even here. Please, continue.
So much for this meeting being off the record.
Allow me to restate the prosecution's opinion to the judge. We cannot allow the murder footage to be used as new evidence in Akihiro Ehara's appeal. It's nothing but an online hoax of unknown origin. We can't just casually introduce that into court.
Indeed.
Furthermore, if Ehara bears such hostility towards the court, the footage might end up being a trap.
Trap?
Yes. What if the next viral video proves the original footage was doctored? What if the proceedings have already begun by then? Do we drop the appeal and call it a day? We cannot allow a man like Ehara to swing the court around by its nose at his whims. With that in mind, I believe Ehara's conviction should be upheld and enforced. Would the defense care to comment? Did you think any of this through before filing this appeal?
Yes. We aim to prove the defendant's innocence no matter what your objections may be.
And what about you?
Ehara's guilty verdict was wrong. We don't think there was enough evidence at the first trial to result in that verdict.
There was fiber from the victim's underwear found on Ehara's hand.
That was a trick. It was set up with cooperation from the victim.
There is no evidence it was a trick. Are you saying Yui Mamiya and Ehara met beforehand? Is there proof of that? Was there perhaps any security footage we didn't see?
No, the station erases the footage from their cameras after a few days if there's no need to keep it.
Right. But if there's even a chance Ehara and Mamiya were a team, the underwear fiber proves nothing. What were the other deciding factors? Security footage? The smartphone videos we kept seeing on TV? Those don't prove the crime either, because there was a huge time gap in them.
What?
We've done enough legwork to know. Did you walk around the site with your own 2 feet, prosecutor?
Well, no. But I have been to Shinjuku Station plenty of times.
Then you must know they have a mountain of security cameras covering every angle. But if you went there to look carefully, you'd find there are some blind spots. That's Ehara running, while Mamiya chases after her. It seems as though the whole chase is recorded, but this area in dotted lines is a blind spot no camera saw. That's the momentary gap in time where Ehara and his double switched places.
The victim was running right behind Ehara. She would have noticed if they swapped places right in front of her eyes.
Oh, but she knew about the swap all along. They were all in on it from the start.
Can you prove that?
We don't have to prove the defendant is innocent, Takano-san.
What?
All we have to prove is that the evidence provided by the prosecution at the trial was insufficient to determine guilt. Because that's the role of the defense counsel.
Indeed it is.
If the prosecution can't debunk any and all possibility that the train groping was a put-up job, then it's innocent until proven guilty.
Then the defense should have brought it up the first time. Although I doubt Shirosaki-sensei actually believed in the defendant's innocence herself.
The guilty verdict at the trial was orchestrated by the defendant. It was our error not to have seen it at the time, but it would be another not to correct ourselves now.
Stop being so dramatic. He's just a subway perv.
That is a statement I cannot abide. The law can't give the impression that a false charge is permissible, even for a subway perv.
Right. I take that back. I misspoke.
I do believe this case is worth a trial in the appeal court. If the court was misled by a hostile defendant, then only the court can correct it.
Thank you very much.
However, I too have seen Ehara-san's murder footage. I believe it would be difficult to introduce it as evidence in this trial. Therefore, I cannot allow it to be brought into the courtroom at this time.
Sorry, son. Think you got this covered?
Huh?
I'll poke my head in at the office later.
Very well, we'll be expecting you.
Bando-san, was it? From public security?
I don't recall saying my department. But yeah, that's right.
Do you know Reiko Kusamoto? The vice minister at the Ministry of Health?
Of course.
Any particular reason she's under constant surveillance?
A rather bold question, isn't it?
It's just you and me here.
I see you know how to cut to the chase, Yagami-sensei.
Ehara's trial can't be that important to you. So I have to figure I'm the reason you showed up. You want to know where Kawana is, don't you? Were you finally forced to get off your ass because nobody else can get eyes on him?
Kawana, otherwise known as Yu Kitakata, is wanted on suspicion of murder. If you know where he is, please do tell.
Wanted for murder? Huh. Because you know, I thought it was RK acting on your orders that killed Sawa-sensei. You think you can hide that fact forever? Even the cops in the field have their suspicions.
Do they? Well, the cubicle workers always resent the corner offices. Officers in the field complain about their superiors. I did the same thing back in my day.
Then why did you use thugs as your pawns instead of officers? Is that how Sawa-sensei got roped into this?
I'm afraid I'm not following.
You knew it was going to be a dirty job from the beginning. That's why you couldn't use anybody on the force. Or maybe you just weren't able to find an underling you could fully trust.
That's a good one.
Public security's only tricks are surveillance and call tracing. You leave the dirty work to the thugs.
That may be true, but it's enough to crush the likes of you.
I'm gonna ask just in case. Where is Soma now?
Hand over Kawana to me and there will be no more victims.
What?
Do you have a reason to protect him? I already know he's going around executing bullies. He's a disturbance to public order.
But he wasn't the one who killed Sawa-sensei.
I didn't come here to argue. I came to issue an ultimatum.
Yagami-san, was everything okay back there? That man, Bondo, I knew something was off about him. Is he one of the men behind RK?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He was trying to find out where Kawana was.
I see. That reminds me, Hoshino-kun seems to have heard some rumors about RK.
Hoshino-kun, did you pick up what the word is on RK?
Yeah. One of the bosses, Akutsu, came back to Kamurocho yesterday.
He's back?
He's number 2 in the group, isn't he?
Yeah, so he would probably know about Soma. Know where he is?
Well, I'm not sure if you're aware, Yagami-san, but RK owns some of the cabaret clubs in Kamurocho, and Akutsu manages them. If a girl makes a lot of sales, or if she becomes a rising star in the club, Akutsu apparently gives that girl a bonus, personally.
How do you know this stuff, Hoshino-kun?
Our clients come from all walks of life in Kamurocho, cabaret girls included.
So to sum it all up, a popular girl has a chance to meet Akutsu?
Yeah, but this week nobody was getting that chance, until yesterday. Which is how I figured out Akutsu is back in Kamurocho. He must have been in Yokohama.
Oh, well, that makes sense. But where exactly in Kamurocho is he?
That's the part I don't know. RK bosses never sleep in the same place twice. Gotta keep the cops off their trail.
But despite the risk, Akutsu still reaches out to popular girls.
Hey, I'm not even mad. In fact, I'm up for the challenge.
Awesome, Saori-san. If you can rock the cabaret gig again, you can hook Akutsu.
It'd be an undercover mission to infiltrate RK. Super risky. But damn if I don't want to see Saori-san transform one more time! I can't help it!
What the hell's gotten into you?
Are there any bars we know for sure that RK owns?
There is. You remember Queen Rouge, the place Saori-san snuck into a long time ago? RK recently took over the management there.
Queen Rouge. What about the owner? Still the same guy?
Yep, he's still there. One of the original employees. Only thing is, it used to be a classy spot, but they've cut a lot of corners. The vibe has probably changed a lot.
Really? Well, maybe that means I can afford to go.
Hey, totally! I want to go too!
This is no time to be idiots.
Okay, well, Saori-san, you'll need the whole makeover again. I can take point on that.
No need, I'll be fine.
Huh?
Just the other day, Mari-san and I figured out what kind of makeup goes over well with RK. I'll just go with that.
With Mari? Well, counterpoint, I think a man might know better what men like.
With all due respect, don't judge what you haven't seen.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll leave it to you, Saori-san. Should've just kept my mouth shut.
Believe me, I'm not one to boast, but I'm confident my efforts are in the best interest of the mission.
That's the spirit. With Saori-kun here, Genda Law will have its doors open for another 20 years.
True. And we've got Yagami-san's wisdom, too.
All right, should we get on with the mission?
Let's do this.
Oh, wow. That is nice.
You can thank Mari-san.
It's perfect. I'm really impressed.
Fine. Well then, shall we head over to Queen Rouge?
Oh, while you were doing your makeup, I talked to the owner about you coming in. Like Hoshino-kun said, there's apparently a system in place where a girl with great sales potential gets the attention of Akutsu.
I understand. Basically, I just have to aim to be number one at the bar, right?
How confident are you?
I can't make any guarantees, but I'll give it my all.
Then I'm with you all the way, a lady. Something happened?
pass by this place sometimes, but it's been a while since I've been inside.
The owner remembered you from last time. Said he wished you were there every night instead of just one.
The undercover cabaret girl of his dreams returns.
Oh, take this before you go. It's a wireless earpiece. If you end up going somewhere with Akatsu, we can use it to communicate. I'll be there in a flash if things go even remotely south.
Got it. I know you have my back, Yagami-san.
You bet. Good luck then.
Ah! Oh! Saori-san! Ah, it's you! Yeah, looking at you takes me back to better days. You are a cut above, a sight for sore eyes.
Nice to see you again. Have you been well?
I'm fine. I'm fine! Well, that's a lie. Last time you were here, we were a good place. But times have only gotten tougher. Now, we're just a fast and cheap dive bar with mediocre service.
Yes, I heard a bit about that.
Keep this on the down low, but the former owner lost a bet in Mahjong. So we sold the bar. We're under OHKO's management now. And ever since they took over, we're just like every other seedy place. We don't even make a profit unless we're shuffling people in and out, which of course impacts the girls' performance.
But I hear the girls with promise catch the eye of the OHKO members.
Haha! So you already know about that. Yes, OHKO treats people well who treat their bottom line well. If they notice a special girl, they'll give her a bonus to show their generosity. Or maybe Akutsu-san just wants to drink with cute girls.
Where do girls usually meet up with Akutsu-san?
No particular location. Just depends on his mood, I guess. Haha! But you have your eye on that bonus, I see. Well, if anyone could get it, it's you, Saori-san. I'm rooting for you.
Can you hear me, Saori-san?
Yes.
So you got in okay. Just so you know, I think I'm gonna call for support.
Support?
Yeah, so in case you meet Akatsu, we'll be ready to pounce on him. But you'll be on your own until then.
So, are you the new girl the manager brought in? You're kinda older than I thought you'd be.
I'm sorry. Nice to meet you.
What club were you at before this?
Oh, I'm usually an office worker, but I worked here once about 2 years ago.
What, so you just come back whenever you feel like it, like some part-time gig? Really? You treat this job like it's a cakewalk and expect us not to be offended?
Oh, point taken. So, I guess tonight I should sit back and watch the professionals show me how it's done?
What? Are you dissing us?
What? You can haze new girls, but if they give it back, you lose your cool?
Excuse me?
Now. You can't scowl like that when customers are here to have a good time.
You little... Wow. I thought you were just another snob, but you've got barbed wire where it counts.
Megu! You're gonna let a new chick talk to us this way?
Old or new doesn't matter. If you've got the goods, I have no complaints.
I'm going to do my best, and I'll try not to weigh you two down.
Saori-san, Megu-san, Kuriko-san, we have customers! Let's get to work!
Well, time for the new girl to show us what people see in her.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Hello! I'm Megu! Welcome! I'm Kuniko.
I'm sorry. Nice to meet you.
Oh, Saori-chan. Come, sit here.
Wow, you're beautiful. Oh, the best of the bunch. Man, I am loving this place.
So, how are you?
But, you know, I could make any prosecutor shake in his boots just by yelling, "Objection!"
That's awesome, you killer lawyer, you.
Jeez, why is Genda-sensei getting all the attention? For your information, I passed the national bar exam with top marks.
Uh-huh. Oh, what's a bar exam?
Oh, you've got to be kidding. You ladies have really never heard of the bar exam? It's the toughest certification test in Japan.
I've heard of it. Oh, so it's a certificate? Well, I passed kanji level 3 when I was in middle school.
That's not even comparable.
Kanji aptitude is a very fine certification.
Huh?
You passed your stupid bar exam how many years ago now? And you're still bragging about your scores? Seriously?
What?
Sorry-chan, you can't talk that way to a customer.
No, she's right. It's a dumb thing to brag about, isn't it? But the bar is really hard. Not everyone passes it. There's so much studying to do, day and night.
Oh my god, he's crying.
Well, no matter how long ago it was, it's still an amazing accomplishment. Your glories of the past are worth bragging about. I mean, it's the national bar exam.
Glories of the past? Did you have to put it like that?
Is this bar exam thing really that big of a deal? Yeah. You know what? My cousin said he tried 3 times and still failed. And he graduated from Toto University. A Toto University grad couldn't pass it? And it is a pretty amazing accomplishment.
That's true. It really is hard. Of course, I myself passed it easy peasy back in the day.
It's incredible, isn't it? That's why lawyers deserve our respect. Don't you agree?
I do. And lawyers make a lot of money, right? Girls must be all over you wherever you go.
Well, no. Not really.
Oh, how cute. He's blushing.
This is great, Genda-sensei. Let's get some more drinks.
You got it. More drinks it is. How about you girls?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Listen up, girls. This is a heck of a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. I tell you, I love cabaret clubs. So much.
Me too, Genda-sensei. Especially this one. The customer service is on point. I wish I could come here every night and stay till morning.
Oh, you two know just how to flatter us. So true. Hey, in case you come back, would you like to reserve a bottle in your name? You guys are lawyers, so I'm sure you can afford it.
Well, we're not a big firm. But you know what? Let's do it!
Nice one, boss. You're the best. Uh-oh. What's wrong, Saori-san? You're looking kind of gloomy there. Come on, how about a smile?
Yeah, Saori-kun. I was thinking, if you could be just a bit friendlier, you'd be the belle of the ball.
Do you guys already know Saori-san? You act like you're good friends.
They do seem pretty close, right?
Huh? I don't know. But would it be so wrong if we did know each other?
Of course not, but this does happen to be our first meeting. Silly sensei.
The first time? Is it really, though?
You're both teasing me so much. Poor Megu-san and Kuniko-san are giving me dirty looks.
Well, I mean, that's because...
Something does seem fishy.
Oh, Genda-sensei. Look at what a bad girl I've been. And considering we've only just met?
No, you're a bad girl? Really?
Oh, yes, certainly. And what I need is some discipline.
Well, does that mean you need a spanking?
Sensei! There will be no spanking! Get away from her!
Oh, excuse me? Can we get that girl at this table too?
Yes, sir. You mean Saori-san.
Oh, me too! Wait a minute, what about us?
Oh my! Please, everyone. She's only one person.
I guess the new girl's a hit.
She sure showed us up. This is crazy.
We concede defeat, Saori-san!
I'm so sorry we were rude before.
Oh, please. I just got lucky tonight.
Yeah, right. I don't think I could have done better than you in any department. You're a natural at conversation, and so sexy too.
I learned a lot, actually. And woo, I drank a lot more than usual.
Thanks for the hard work, you three. I bet you barely got any breaks. It was one customer after another. What a night! We haven't had this good a take in a while. And it's all thanks to Saori-san.
No, I couldn't have done it without Megu-san and Kuniko-san at my side.
Come on, it was pretty obvious who the MVP was this evening.
Boss, seeing as you're here, does that mean Saori-san's getting a bonus?
That she is. Who would have thought this could happen on her first day? All I can say is, wow. Akutsu-san wants to meet you and show his appreciation by giving you the bonus himself. There's already a taxi waiting outside.
Really? That is so awesome.
No kidding! So the bonus thing is real, huh?
I hope I get one someday.
So, where exactly is Akutsu-san waiting for me?
Apparently it's a surprise. He doesn't just let that information out. But I'm sure it's somewhere in Kamurocho. Don't worry. I'm told there'll be another cab to take you home.
I see. Well then, I'm looking forward to it.
Don't worry, Saori-san. I'm standing by. If you need me, I'll be there in a flash.
Driver, could you tell me where we're headed?
Oh, we're almost there, miss.
We're not leaving Kamurocho, are we?
No. No need to worry.
I think he's driving to the Thug Hangout, the underground club. That's where I met Soma for the first time. I thought it had been shut down, but maybe they opened it back up.
We'll be arriving soon.
Saori-san, I presume? We've been expecting you. You are very beautiful. Akutsu-san will be happy.
Thank you for inviting me.
RK takes care of people who keep the cash flowing. The fact you're here means you have a talent for it. You're one of us now, Saori-san. If you would follow me.
Certainly.
Here she is, Akutsu-san. Tonight's heroine, Saori-san from Queen Rouge.
Ah, and I see why. You're hotter than your reputation. Come here. Let me give you some motivation to keep at it.
I've heard so much about you, Akutsu-san. It's a pleasure to meet someone so famous.
Have a seat. I'm not gonna ask you to pour after a hard night's work. This sake is not cheap. That's cool though, right? Gotta show my appreciation, don't I?
Oh, there's no need for that.
Well, on to the moment of truth. Your bonus. 1 million yen. Quite a stack of cash for an office worker. Yeah.
It's a big pile of money for anyone.
Oh, even for lawyers? Shirosaki-sensei?
I'm not sure I follow.
This lady lawyer came poking around before. Except she was trying to find out about Kauai at the time.
You see, when it comes to Kamurocho, we have eyes everywhere. Anybody suspicious gets reported to us fast. Most of the eyes working for me or Soma are spies in the police force. And now, we've got a law lady in the bag. So, what do you want with me? Who sent you here, huh?
Well, this took a turn for the worse, didn't it?
You're only just noticing that. Kinda slow for a lawyer, aren't you?
Oh, I didn't mean for me. It just got worse. For you.
What the?
Man, you were harder to find than I thought, Akutsu.
Wow, so it was you pulling Saori-chan's strings.
Hell of a sight. Some piece of shit ex-Tojo man thinks he's king of the hill now?
Don't make me laugh. You're the worthless pile of shit, Higashiro. Props for having the spine to show up here without backup. And after you barely escaped with your life, Yagami.
Hold that thought, because this isn't the whole party.
Huh?
The only guy I really want to fuck up is Soma. But I guess I'll have to settle for you losers tonight.
Kaito. Couldn't just stay dead, huh?
Nice work, Saori-san. We'll take it from here, but did you ring the gong for us?
What?
Nothing kicks off a fight better than a beauty ringing a gong.
Yeah, give us something to get the mood going.
Okay, well then. Gentlemen, do your worst!
Get ready.
Let's go! Hell yeah!
Here we go!
Shit! Show me what you got! Bring it! Bring it! Let go! Bring it! Show me what you got! Show's just starting. Let go! Bring it!
You can't run anymore, Akatsu. Can we talk now? Where's Soma? Where's he hiding?
I don't know. He moves around more than I do.
Really? He really just another one of his pawns? Just gonna cover for him and obey his every word?
Soma can tell when someone's lying. He's always been able to. I won't be able to get away with bullshitting him. Friend or foe, if he finds a traitor, he stomps the rat dead. He can sniff out the faintest scent of betrayal. That's why I've always told him the truth. No point trying to BS him. In this business, nothing beats the ability to detect liars.
You serious right now? You're buying into some bullshit rumors, dumbass.
You just don't fucking get it, man. He can practically see the future.
He was the first to bail from the Tojo clan. And usually, you need a shit ton of money to leave a clan if you don't want to be killed. That's what it's like to be a Yakuza.
Huh. Remember who you're talking to, asshole.
But Soma, he somehow knew there was no future for the Tojo, so he jumped ship. With no money and not even a word to the bosses, just up and left.
There's no way he could get away with that.
That's what I thought. I said the same thing to him when he was leaving. I warned him, they'll fucking erase you. The bastard just laughed. He said the clan was finished. No way could they kill him. Then he had the balls to give me advice. Said I should get out too and not worry about it.
What did he mean by that?
By that point, the Tojo clan didn't have the resources to properly deal with defectors. Soma understood that. Sure enough, he left without a word, and nobody ever tried to fuck with him.
It's true. Soma was the first guy to slip out. No doubt the dude knew what was up.
While the Tojo clan was limping to its grave, Soma went underground and built the arcade network all by himself.
And that's how you became his errand boy.
What do you expect? I can't control Soma. I'm just the public face of RK. He holds the reins. I've been cool with that ever since I joined.
At least you're enough of a man to admit what you are.
Akutsu, Soma's being used by public security. Did you know that?
Public security?
Why was Soma looking for Shinya Kawai in Kamurocho?
I don't know. All I heard was somebody hired him to do that.
Why is he after Kawana? How are Soma and public security linked? Give me something. Doesn't it at least ring a bell?
I don't know, man. The fuck you mean ring a bell? I don't know shit!
Wait. Nah. But maybe.
What is it?
Doc, is it possible that Soma himself is public security?
Soma working in public security? What do you mean?
Well, public security trains people to become spies, so they can infiltrate and collect intel. Right-wing, left-wing, anti-establishment citizens groups. You get the picture. They usually try to find a weak spot in the org. Someone they can turn to their side. So yeah, that's one way to do it. But sometimes a cop who's already in public security goes undercover to infiltrate something like a Yakuza organization. What you get is a Yakuza who knows everything about the police and would be super good at sniffing out liars.
You're saying Soma is actually an undercover agent?
You heard what this fool said. Soma figured out the Tojo clan didn't have a future, so he ditched them. You think some street punk's got that kind of foresight? He couldn't, unless he had intel from the law. That'd be a different beast. He'd have to know the Tojo clan and Kamurocho like the back of his hand.
Including knowing that the Tojo clan would dissolve soon.
Yep. And then after he gets out, what does he do next? He makes a place for all the Yakuza coming out of the Tojo clan to find each other, right? Where public security can easily monitor them. That's why RK is still coming to ex-Tojo clan Yakuza like me.
In other words, RK was founded by public security to manage all the displaced Yakuza?
Sure as hell sounds like their MO. No matter how many crime rings they bring down, another always pops up in its place. This way, public security doesn't have to start from scratch. They can just keep tabs on all the free agents.
But it's mind-blowing that they'd install their own leader.
Sure as hell sounds like collusion to me.
Soma? An undercover public security agent? Shit. We gotta move! Cut the fucking chit-chat!
Why?
He's gotta be fucking listening in on us right now! If he's public security and heard all that...
Get your shit together, Akutsu. What does it matter?
Don't you get it? There's no way he'd want anyone else to fucking know!
Stop shooting!
They found us.
To return justice to the courtroom, Yagami makes a series of bold moves. However, Bondo, the man behind public security, makes a power play of his own, and the murderous Soma is still at large. Soma is believed to be a plant from public security. But that knowledge comes at a fatal price.
So the two shooters were dressed as policemen?
Yes, they're the ones who shot Akutsu.
They couldn't have been real officers, though, right?
Yeah. I'm guessing Soma gave uniforms to two of his own guys. Regardless of their affiliation, they were there on Soma's orders. Kaito-san's theory is that he's actually a public security agent.
Get this, talk. In America, they call people who go undercover moles.
Moles, huh?
If this really was public security, I can't believe they'd go so far as murder.
Oh. Soma probably thinks he's backed into a corner. Word got out he's been a plant since his Tojo days. Not even being the head honcho will save him. He'd be nothing but a rat. And RK's got plenty of ex-Tojo in it who'd want his head for that.
I hadn't considered that.
Those fake cops tried to take us out too. They'll silence anyone who gets in the way.
Hey, you think your office could post some officers' agendas? At least for tonight.
Sure, I can get that arranged.
Shouldn't you guys have protection too, though?
I appreciate the concern. But Kaito-san and Higashi are ex-Yakuza. Not exactly a good mix, you know?
Yeah. Not happening.
You said it. Thanks, but no thanks.
Soma's probably gonna head even deeper underground after all this. But if we can track him down, we'll get the dirt on public security we need. Then we can do right by Sawa-sensei, and even bring Kawana and Reiko Kusamoto to justice.
Alright, we get it. Let's walk Saori-san back to her office first, though. We'll save the rest for tomorrow.
Good idea. Don't worry, Saori-san. You should be safe from here on.
What gives, Saori? You change up your look and the guys line up to protect you?
Maybe you should put some effort into it once in a while yourself.
Are you telling me this isn't effort?
Oh, hey. Heard it was a rough night. You all right?
When I heard Akutsu was shot, I just froze. All I could think was, what if something happened to Saori-san?
Couldn't spare a thought for us?
Well, we're glad everyone's safe.
Yeah, but Soma got the jump on us. He's a bigger threat than we thought.
What do you mean by that?
We think he's working undercover for public security.
Undercover?
It's a new development. I'm sure it puts a damper on Genda-sensei and Hoshino-kun's big night out.
Huh? Well, I only showed up because Hoshino-kun talked me into it.
You said you wanted to see what it was like in there, too!
Did I really? I don't recall that.
Incredible. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go change.
To put it lightly, looks like you guys are in for the cold shoulder for a while.
Interesting. If what you say is true, a public security agent is scooping up thugs into RK.
Yeah, and his name's Kazuki Soma. We haven't confirmed it yet. But if he really is an undercover agent, then everything starts to make sense. Public security gets to use RK as their pawns, who feed them intel from the streets.
All those scumbags are just working for public security without even knowing it.
But that setup is exactly what let Soma and RK grow so successful in the first place. For example, I'm sure the guys who killed Akutsu are RK, but they were definitely decked out in real police gear. Soma's role in public security would make getting that gear easy.
If that's true, we can't trust anyone in uniform now. Should we be concerned about the police downstairs?
Don't worry. They're here thanks to Mafia.
All things considered, can't the police do anything about Soma?
Well, according to public security, there's no one by that name on record, so that's a dead end.
They must have wiped him from their files already.
Soma had to have been in the Tojo plant for 10 years minimum. He and Akutsu were both in the Nikkyo Consortium. Higashi knows more about that stuff than me, though.
Okay, we'll ask him about it tomorrow then.
Sounds good.